you feeling perhaps a little lost in your marriage, trying really hard to make everything perfect, but seemingly falling short? Well, our next guest right here is here to help because she has been there.
Yes, she has. She's a certified hypnotherapist and a spirituality teacher. She's also an international best-selling author who wrote the book Happily Ever After. Marion van Dam, welcome.
Thank you
Nice
so
to
much.
see you, Marion. And let's talk first of all about what your situation was, because you know people write about what they know, and you're not able to write a book called Happily Ever After unless you haven't been very happy in the past.
True, yeah. Well, I've always been a very happy person, actually. And then I got married, and I was still happy, and I had, well, for everybody, I had the perfect life. I had a rich husband, I had 3 healthy kids, and I was trying really hard to be perfect, actually. I was being the perfect mom, I was being the perfect wife, the perfect friend, the perfect dauter, and
So
trying to be perfect.
Right.
Because
Trying
perfect,
to be
we've learned perfect doesn't exist, right?
perfect is impossible to achieve.
Right, and along the way, I lost myself, and I lost my happiness. So, and I felt so ashamed. I felt so ashamed and so lonely for not being happy with everything I had.
Yeah, because you end up feeling guilty, I would imagine. Here you have a rich husband, you have 3 beautiful kids, you have the life that everybody dreams of.
Exactly.
So what was the problem?
It wasn't really my life. I had lost myself along the way while trying to be the person that I thought other people wanted me to be.
Right, and
yeah.
I mean, you're probably worried about what everybody else is thinking.
Right.
And you know, what their opinions of you, when that really doesn't matter, does it?
And no,
you have to learn that.
Absolutely no, and that's what I learned after that. Yes.
So let's talk about what you did learn and what you put in this book to help others who might be feeling exactly the way you might or you were back then.
Yeah, well, you know, what I said, I felt so lonely before I was getting the divorce, and because I didn't want to talk about it, because I really felt ashamed. And so when I decided to write this book, because my divorce has been already, well, nearly 10 years, so I never really intended to write a book on my divorce, but then I realized that so many, when I was helping people as a therapist, so many people have exactly the same problem. And so I decided to write my book to help first the women. You know, you're not the only one. You know, there's so many people who have been there.
So there's something called in your book the magic formula.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
Well, yeah, when I was going through my divorce, it was, you know, it feels like hell. You know, it's so much anger, the fights, and then all the legal stuff. And I just wish I had a magic wand to make it all go away. But of course, there is no such thing. So I came up with a magic formula to truly transform your life into the happiest possible.
And you don't have to have gone through a divorce to live by the magic rule, right?
No. The magic formula is really a happiness formula.
Right.
And actually, my book in Holland will be translated, and it will be a general book on happiness.
On happiness. Yeah. So what is the magic formula?
Well, the magic formula is, the M is for me, myself, and I. Dare to be selfish. And that sounds silly for some people, like, oh, I can't be selfish, that's a bad thing. But, you know, your life is about you, and you came here on this planet, on this earth.
And you only have one.
You only have one life. And you make it valuable. You're not here to serve others, or maybe you are in some way, but you have something to do here. Make your life
more valuable to others when you take care of yourself first.
Take care of yourself first, and and also try to find what it is that your task is here.
What about the A?
The A is for accept. Some things are really out of your reach, so you can, you know, you can focus your attention there, or just accept the things and focus on what you do want in life.
The serenity prayer, I think about that all the time. Okay, and the G?
G is for growth, and that's really my favorite. Always try to learn from every situation, and try to well, keep growing in general. And actually, you know, I still fly around the world taking courses. I've been with Deepak Chopra
Yes,
on a workshop.
Quite a spirituality
He
leader,
is,
and
yes.
he must have taught you so much.
Well, yes, he did, and so many others. Wayne Dyer, and yeah.
Wayne Dyer's great.
Yes, yes. I've
Really
met all
quick,
these
the I and the C.
The I is for intuition, reconnect and trust it. And C is for choice. We always have a choice.
Okay, live
Yes.
by the magic rule.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Gave me
Marion,
goosebumps
there
because
you
you're
go.
so right on.
Okay,
The book
thank
again is
you.
called Happily Ever After, Marion van Dam. Thank you so much. All right, we'll be right back with more Daytime after this.